And the reason why I ended up at Morehouse and ended up comfortable there and ended up like making steps to be where I am now is for the first time I was around a large group of black men who cared about school, cared about sports, cared about social life and all this other stuff, and we could still go to church hungover on Sunday morning. And
Mm.
it's like, oh, there are people who are like me out here because I had a small like my inner circle was super tight in high school. It was Jordan and Todd because they were the most similar people to me.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else was just they had different priorities, whether it was their own personal priorities or it was what was instilled in them in their house, just totally different priorities. So I'm like, I don't even know where like I fit in life because I don't see people who look like me who have similar interests who do the same shit. And then finally I found that there, and that
Right.
kind of led me here. So I realized at Morehouse that I wanted to talk into a microphone,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know how to get there. And I also didn't want to take the risk of not having a paycheck to do that then. And I'm not going to say I regret it because I think that I have better experiences so I can create better content now, but I didn't get the early start on it. At what point did you realize you wanted to rap?
It's crazy because when I was at Georgia State, like Travis Porter and all them were big. So Wiz Khalifa, like I'm watching his vlogs, like they're just dope as hell. I get to see these people like doing their thing and just having fun. So I realized at Georgia State, but because I feel like I had so much fear in me becoming like going from a quiet person to now putting, just being out, I still had to work on some stuff within myself. So I remember being at Georgia State and being like, finding the interest and being like, man, like I really want to do this. And then left Georgia State, came back home, and really I didn't even come back to Cartersville. I went to Somerville to stay with my other grandma because it was just more space there. Started working at Lowe's,
Mm-hmm.
the spot in Adairsville, that big place, that distribution center, and I met this guy named Big Fam. And I just felt comfortable, and I think it's just because he was somebody that wasn't from Cartersville that I felt like could judge me from who they thought I was. And we just started talking about music, and next thing I know, like we're both going to like his homeboy's house and recording a song. So I can't even remember what year that was. I feel like it was either 2015 or 2016. But I remember finding the interest at Georgia State because like Travis Porter and Wiz Khalifa, they were just blowing up, and I was watching a lot of their stuff, and it just seemed so fun. But I think it was all perfect timing because back then it was fun. Like I said, Travis Porter wasn't rapping about anything deep, but obviously I seen that it was just fun. You know what I'm saying? Like watching their little freestyles and all that. So I feel like it was perfect timing because I didn't know what I was really even going to rap about. And I think the the first song that I did is still up with Big Fam, like on SoundCloud. And it was to Busta Rhymes, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. It was like
Okay.
over that beat. And that's the first thing I ever did. And I feel like it's still on SoundCloud. But I was saying some stuff, but I wasn't saying the things that I'm saying now. So, I felt like it was all perfect timing with me figuring out like who I am and, who am I gonna be? What story am I gonna tell? So, but that's where I found the interest. Like at Georgia State, I remember just seeing all this stuff going on and I'm like, that looks cool. So